All right, guys, we are back with set number 2. It's going to be between Charlotte Tiger and Front Mission, and I think the end score for this is going to be 5-3. Either way. Maybe.
Yeah, possible. You know, Front Mission doing pretty nice on last week. So.
Yeah, I mean, they beat... so far, who did they beat? They beat PvP Super Friends. Of course, that was a tiebreaker game. And who else? Not PvP Super Friends.
It's a finish. And
Yeah.
that one is a finish. So they got to win.
And also, they were very strong in the Silver Series of Season 2. And that's what got them here into the Gold Series. And I think NVIDIA Aces is now fighting to reclaim their spot in the Gold Series.
Yeah, but, you know, I think NVIDIA, they can, you know, if they can doing something different, you know, they are such a strong team and they have their history. But, you know, I just wonder why they lose the upper down game, you know. I really wonder about that.
Well, here we are right now. I mean, we're at the game lobby, and we can already see the first map's going to be Steps, and second map's going to be Prokhorovka. I can see why some people might not be so appreciative of the meta this time around, simply based on the fact that, how do I put this? I mean, you know, we're kind of boiled down to 2, maybe 3 maps in the entire pool. I mean, this set and the last set, we only see Steps and Prokhorovka.
You know, some team they are not doing that good on the city map, so maybe they ban that. And the cliff, you know, it's a light tank map. I don't know who banned that, but you know, if you versus Elon, you won't choose the cliff, and you're gonna prefer the Rimberg and Hemstove, but. The Himstov and the Rimberg, you know, maybe Elon gonna ban that. So finally, Morovenka no one practice that, and finally, you know, we still play the Step and the Prokhorovka.
All right, I think maybe some teams would probably try to diversify a little bit more to those maps. Got something to say after we get past the loading screen.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking about if a team they practice the Morovenka more, you know.
Yeah,
they
me
can
too.
ban the Prokhorovka.
Alright, so as you can see, we've got a pretty heavy loadout coming from both sides, but the main difference here would be that there are 2 AMX 1390s on both sides, and where is there a tier 6 on? Am I looking at this? Oh, 2 tier 7s, right? The T29s. What is wrong with me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, those things you shoot at the turrets, everything bounces. It's the bane of my existence. But Edison was just saying we should see some teams that are more keen on banning Steps and Prokhorovka, and then maybe see some teams that put a full-blown practice or training regimen into maybe 2 of the other 4 maps that are frequently banned. But I mean, the only other alternative, once you stop and think about it, is kind of strange, you know?
Yep. Yeah, because of if you ban the Prokhorovka and Step, I think these 2 maps might be, you know, most practice map. So if you ban that and you choose Morovenka, and you know no one knows how to play that, then maybe you can get an advantage on that map.
Right, and I mean, like, I was actually thinking, well, why didn't Wargaming just make the regulations to where, okay, well, you've got 2 rounds that are played on 4 maps, but it's 1 on offense, 1 on defense, and I just think to myself, okay, that's a little bit too luck-based.
Yeah.
You know, you're counting on one team not knowing what the other team's strategy is going to be for that map, and it could be just a straight-up loss or win for both sides, or maybe it could even lead to even more draws. But I mean, this is a pretty decent format that we have right now. It encourages more action-packed gameplay. But now back to the game at hand. We do have our Japanese juggernauts leaning towards the west end of the map. 5 of them are just grouped up in the Echo Foxtrot Dog region of the map. That would be Echo Foxtrot 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 as well as Dog 1 2 3. And T29's going out there to catch some firepower.
Yeah, you're gonna go to the media.
I mean, that's his plan. He's gonna draw firepower, maybe flank some tanks.
Normally we won't use the T29 for flanking. You know, maybe gonna defend one show here or somewhere, and show about Torrent, and Torrent is quite solid. So.
And I mean, look at what's coming from front mission on defense. I'm sorry.
They're on offense.
Oh, my bad. Look at what's coming from Charlotte Tiger on defense right now. They're actually pulling back towards their spawn point because all of those tanks are piled over there. But Charlotte Tiger's Renault.
Yeah, he got two-sided shot right now.
Yeah. Can he get away is the question. Non-penetrating shot there. Missed. And now he's looking like he might just be able to get away.
Charlotte Tiger, they're going to rush the T-29 there. Here. They're going to rush it.
Oh, man. This could backfire on Charlotte Tiger. Hiwami is really low there in his AMX 1390. Front mission taking advantage of catching their opponents out of position. And it looks like Optic is looking like Offspin is in a lot of trouble as he's taking fire from both Akiov and Poli at the moment. His teammates struggling to get into position to save him without taking too much damage themselves, but it looks like for now it's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange. Plateau in a lot of trouble there in the background, 187 damage on him.
Yeah, but even so, they use one T-29 to exchange almost 2 tier A. It's worse for that, I think.
All right, well.
Okay, I think Formation got an advantage here because of Charlotte Tiger. They send the T-32 out here. So they have sniper here.
Right.
So they almost lose the first one, and they rush out to try to kill the T-29 there.
Right.
But they got a top sniper, so they send the second tier A out.
Right, and let's stop and think about this for a moment. If we see front mission play this wrong, they could very well lose it, but they are taking the safest and most viable strategies they can. And Plateau's in a lot of trouble right there.
Right.
He's one shot.
And most importantly, they got a lot of heavy tank and here, so they just push directly. So until right now, if Charlotte Tiger want to win this one, they have to play a sniping strategy. That means someone spot and someone shoot. If the Charlotte Tiger, if the formation just kept and waiting for their coming, for Charlotte Tiger, it's really, really hard to win this one.
Tykiller looks like he's in a bit of trouble. He's going to be backpedaling away. Blood Plus is going to be taking up the slack for him as we see CT Poly running for the hills. And I have to ask the question right now, Edison. Do you think a capture is viable? Because we do see a T-29 piling into that capture point.
They have to cap it right now, but most important thing is they have to use the remain high HP tanks to make a frontier. That means if someone cap a high HP tank have to make a defense line out of the capture circle. They have to do that, or someone gonna replay that.
This is not looking too good. 16 seconds remaining until that capture is fully complete. Akiov is now struggling to get into a position where he can save the game. He's in the RU-251, the fastest tier 8 tank there is.
They rush out. That's right. That's right. That's why I say you capture first, then second, you have to make a defense line.
Indeed, they're baiting the ambush right now. Panya is now coming into a position where he can defend his teammates. They're trying to get the capture. He can't miss this shot. Is he going to get a tracker now?
Yeah, don't just stand on
the reset.
Circle. No, the reset, that's okay because all enemies coming. So they got a time to kill them.
Right, and it goes. It's at 50%. Just as I say that, Help Me Please hops out of the capture circle. He's going to be cruising towards Lobos Tommy there. And now there's only a single AMX 1390 left on the map. The question is, can he or can he not get the reset?
Yeah, whatever. They're going to capture again and send high hit point tank out again.
All right, and they're pinging both sides, as you can see right now. We're actually following front mission's present position on the map. And if Charlotte Tiger is not able to get this reset, they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and honestly, the formation, the Charlotte Tiger they make a big problem on this match because they got a really light setup. But your enemy got a lot of heavy tank. They got more HP, more firepower, but Charlotte Tiger rush in directly. Somewhat like suicide.
And there's the capture. 20 seconds remaining on this map. But in the end, we see that front mission has what it takes to take game number 1, and they were on offense.
Yep.
That's
really
amazing.
Nice. Yeah, I think the Charlotte Tiger they may underestimate the enemy. They got a lighter setup. A heavy tank is still on the east side, but they rush out directly. And on the beginning, they send a T-32 to scale the capture circle. That's quite weird. I say that before. If a T-32 you want to see the capture circle, just use the binocular, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's quite safe, but they drive a T-32 in and got a lot of sniping on both sides, almost cannot leave, you know. Yeah.
I mean, that's this game in a nutshell. And before we go to a commercial break, I'd like just to say hello to Arate Cowthief. He is the captain of the team that took first prize in both Season 1 and Season 2 Grand Finals, guys. We'll be back in 90 seconds with game number 2. Again, front mission on offense. Welcome back to Wargaming.net League Gold Series. My name is Benjamin Breaker Novotny.
It is Edison 99.
And we are showing you that upsets are possible with teams like teams like Front Mission in the WGL Gold Series. Try saying that 10 times fast. Okay, so it looks like we don't quite have the tank loadout complete for game number 2, but of course we're going to see Front Mission on offense yet again. And do you think we're going to see the same strategy come from them 2 times in a row?
No, I don't think so. You know, I told you before, formation, they are emphasized on the strategy side. So they always have, something new. And, if you think too simple, just then there and you want to rush out, they're going to have a lot of snipers sniping you. Every time they have same strategy, even they are on the ends. When I still remember, once they they are standing on the south side, and they are southbound, and they trying to cap on the north. When the other team trying to rescue the capture, they got a lot of sniper on the south, So they always they always emphasize on
the strategy side.
Yeah, but they are not that emphasized on the teamwork or foxfire, but they are doing really nice on the strategy, on the
strategically
and the reaction.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, they showed us solid play all the way across the board there in game number 1. I think not a single mistake coming from them.
Yep.
And Charlotte Tiger, I feel like they weren't quite ready to encounter that kind of a strategy. I mean, this is a map where I think that was the first game where we saw a lot of heavy tanks employed and steps. I mean, previously?
Not a lot of heavy tank. They are composition of heavy and light and mid tank, but normally we saw the heavy with light tank or light tank with the mid tank. But this is the first time we see the heavy mid tank composition plus a little light tank. That's quite weird, I think. But they got their sword. On 1 year ago, we're gonna see a lot of heavy tank on Vietnam team.
Right.
They love the heavy tank rush out strategy, but on this year we didn't see any strong Vietnam team anymore.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess you could say maybe NVIDIA Aces, they were kind of the hope, if you will, but they just fell down into the Silver Series. They're working their way back up. I'm pretty sure they'll be here next season.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but if they got a top 2, I'm not surprising because they are strong enough to get a top 2. But I saw the run on the top 1 on the silver right now, but around there Cantonese team, but
They're from Guangzhou, or they're from?
no. Actually, they're from Hong Kong.
Oh,
so
okay,
they
okay.
all speak Cantonese.
All right, I see. Okay, it's just that when you say Cantonese, we tend to think. Well, I mean that's the British word for Guangdong. If that makes sense, because
normally we say that Guangdong,
right?
Cantonese, yeah. But I'm talking about the language because of my claim. We speak Chinese, but we not only Chinese. So someone from Singapore or somewhere else. But we always call we are a Chinese team.
There we go. It looks like we're finally piling everything into this second game. Charlotte Tiger, they didn't have an M41 Bulldog in the first game, did they?
No.
They have two now.
No, they only have one tier 6, is a T37, I think.
All right, so they're going with a 587 composition. It's going to be 2 M41 Bulldogs, 2 RU-251s, 2 AMX 1390s, 3 AMX 1390s, excuse me.
Yeah, so this time maybe they want to rush the northwest first, like that one. They do rush out a couple light tank to the northwest, but after they discover, okay, you got some tank here, they pull back. They didn't do anything there because they know our heavy tanks still on the back.
Right. Okay, so coming from front mission, it looks like they're going to get an M41 Bulldog, but and a T29. So they're going for 587 themselves as well, and we're finally at the loading screen for game number 2.
Yeah, but this
took us a while, but we're there.
They take a lot of different tanks. They got T32, they got T29, Bulldog, M13 Object 416. It's a high DPM composition. So
right. I mean, we saw the Object 416 in game number 1, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
only
we didn't really. It was only one though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the 2%, and this time they replace 2% to the Object 416 in the T32.
All right.
Such a heavy setup with a high DPM, so this time we go to the east bar.
Indeed, and spawning to the north, it's going to be Charlotte Tiger. Spawning to the south, it's going to be on offense, front mission. Okay. So as you can see here, we've got just about everything. Yeah, I mean, front mission, as you said, they have different strategies employed for different games.
Yeah, and formation, not formation, the Charlotte Tiger rush out is and they're trying to discover where is your main force, and if you are stand alone, they're gonna rush out. They know their enemy got mid tank and a heavy tank, so the speed is not that fast. So if they find someone alone, they can kill them like quite easy. But this time formation also, knows you got so many light tanks. They don't want to, stand alone. They just stick together and rush out and force you come here. That means they might capture. They might capture and use an Object 416 to offer a higher DPM.
And covering fire at that, keep the tanks that are in the capture alive, or this capture could, effectively speaking, just be a, what's the word I'm looking for? It could just be an ambush waiting to happen. And Charlotte Tiger is now doubling back, well aware of the situation that they're in. I think...
The T-32, because the Charlotte Tiger, they already gave up the east part, so the T-32 and the T-29, they can reach the capture circle quite easy. Once the 2 heavy tank reach this reach, they cannot win this one quite very easy because of if you stand here and trying to shoot a T-32 and T-29, they cannot only show up torrent. If you're trying to rush in, they got a lot of sniper on the back. So I think, I cannot bet formation cannot win this one.
I think Opalisk in his M41 Bulldog just took a shot from an OBJ because now he's down to 417 HP. Just 30 points away from what you could call, actually 5 points. I don't know. My math is bad.
Yeah, but
15 points away from
M13 and Object 416 cannot chase in the M13 on the south right now.
All right, so that T-32 is in the capture circle at the moment. And we can see, of course, that flank.
Yep, on the south, but I bet the Charlotte Tiger don't know there is 2 Object 416. So if they discover that, they're gonna kill the T-32 and the T-30 as soon as possible.
Maybe. We're losing vision of the minimap right now.
Yeah. But right now, it depends on who kills the long tanks first. Is it the M13 die first or T-32 fight first.
We need free cam, and it looks like we're getting it just as the brawl in the middle of the map, close to the capture circle, is happening. I'm sorry. That is... Where on earth are we right now?
Yeah, it's really chaos right now, you know. It's really hard to say.
Indeed, I mean, Plateau falls, it's 1-for-1 exchanges, 2 tanks fall from both teams. Obelisk now at 1 shot, but he's all the way away from this. Iwami running for dear life. Renault is on the reload in that AMX 1390, I might add, and Obelisk is actually closer to the capture point. Apologies, as I called that wrong earlier. And that is him. He's gone.
Wow.
He's gone. Okay, so now we've got Charlotte Tiger and Front Mission just even, going at it, all the same.
Yeah, it depends on whose autoloader do you load first.
Man, that is true. Okay, so Panya's gonna try and make every shot count.
Coming.
Oh man.
The M13 is coming.
Akilov.
Oh, he's gonna chase in the Lobos.
Wait, what if he gets track shotted at this moment? Both shots miss. Both of them miss coming from Akio. Lubos is going to try and come back here and provide some covering fire, I imagine. If not, he's struggling to get away from
right now.
Yeah, he's struggling to get away from his own assailant right now. It's 3 versus 3, and a lot of tanks are only one shot. 1 HP remaining on Lobos, and now he's gone.
Nice.
It's Renault versus... Well, it's Renault.
It's really hard right now. I cannot say who's gonna win.
Oh my god. This
both one shot, 1 kill. And
I know, everyone's 1 shot right now.
Wow.
It just depends on where the shots hit. Panya loses his angle.
They're gonna run because they are a defense team, so
they don't need it.
Yeah, Pania got to kill them, or he cannot lose this one.
Renault.
Oh, Renault is on left side.
Renault is sitting there as bait. He's been spotted.
Oh no.
Panya just got marked, and the score is now 1-1.
Wow.
As it is a draw.
I'm wrong. You know, I thought they're gonna win this one, but you know, on the final, there's something on the focus fire or something. You know, it's a personal skill, depends on decide the result because it's so close. Everyone with a really low hit point, so it's no strategy side here, only on personal skill. But,
yeah.
You know, I thought they're gonna win because they got 2 tanks with so high hit point, but they didn't get it.
I know it was back and forth. I mean, it was 4 tanks. I mean, the OBJs. What are the OBJs like at close range? I mean, obviously you can only turn 180 degrees with that turret.
Yeah, that's okay. But you know, on that scenario, because of the 4 tanks versus the 4 tanks, so not too many problem about angle.
At the flank, the south end where the OBJs, they had an AMX 1390 protecting them, right? Or no?
No, they got 4 tanks.
Oh.
So both sides got a 4, but you know, on that moment, I think the formation win that one because of. They got the rest 2 tanks on the shot attack, only 1 shot, 1 kill, but you know, formation didn't trust them. But they go back trying to rescue the T-32, but you know.
Right, and their frontline defense, I mean, like they had 4 tanks back there. That means they only had 3 tanks up front. So that means Charlotte Tiger took advantage of the situation by rushing them there and just taking them down one by one by one.
Yep.
Of course, maybe not that easy, but in the end, the exchange was so even. Excuse me, it's so crazy for both sides. And I felt like maybe we were going to see Front Mission pull out a double kill just like we had seen in week 1 versus Team Efficiency. But that certainly was not the scenario here, guys. So now the score is 1-1. We're going to switch things around. We're going to see Front Mission on defense and Charlotte Tiger on offense, guys. So don't go away. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Hi guys, we are back now, and this is going to be game number 3. We're going to see Front Mission on defense, and this time around, Charlotte Tiger on offense. And I've said it, like, I mean, maybe my prediction was a little bit incorrect after we saw game number 1 and after we saw game number 2. I think we could actually see a tiebreaker game. Like,
but no, on the step this one, you know, I feel the formation gonna got 3 points. You know, on the defense side, if on the offense side they can got a 1-1, that means on the defense side that's quite easy to get 2 points. You know, not that easy, but you know, they got really high chance to get 2 points. I think. You know.
Maybe. Let's just see how things pan out here. I mean, like right now, I mean, we can see at the loadout screen that we still have Front Mission. Like they show their love for the OBJ 416 because they're even using it on defense, and I think I think we've got some idea as to what they're going to be using this for, but we'll find out as we get into this game. And it looks like they're going with the 587 loadout, and from their enemy team, they're going with the 587 loadout as well.
Yeah,
so
and Tiger got I3. That means they're gonna push from north, I guess. You know, I3 is quite fast, heavy tank, but it's not that good to push south. But if he got a cover, that means got a cover by his teammate, maybe he can push south side. But normally, if the team use I3, they're gonna push for north.
All right, so just waiting to see where things are gonna go with this game. Wait a minute, Front Mission making a final moment swap out with their tanks. Maybe it could have just been a simple disconnect, but we're about to find out just what the deal is gonna be here.
It's a Bulldog. Oh, okay, it's a Bulldog.
Okay, so they got 2 M41 Bulldogs for the Tier 7 tanks. And we have the same thing coming from Charlotte Tiger as well, 2 M41 Bulldogs.
Yep.
All right, 587 composition. We're in the game now.
On the defense side, they choose 2 Persian. Okay. The Persian is not that good for defense.
Paper thin armor on the sides, right?
Full armor is not that worse, but you know, compared to T32, it's still somewhat different. But the gun is nice. Penetration is really nice, so we love to use it to counter the heavy tank. I mean, on offense.
All right, so spawning to the south on offense this game around, it's going to be Charlotte Tiger.
Yep.
And to the north, it's Front Mission.
If you use I3, normally you're going to use I3.
All right, now, if I'm not mistaken, the next 2 games, excuse me, the next 3 games, next 4 games, including this one, actually, Front Mission is on defense. Is that correct?
Nice 4, maybe.
It's attack, attack, defense, 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 attack, attack, I think? No. It would be too strong that way. It'd have to be attack, attack, defense, defense, attack, attack, defense, defense. For it to be fully balanced, I think.
Yeah.
But here we are. Front Mission taking the spread on the eastern end of the map, but I don't know about this decision because capture point 1 is way open. It's ultra naked, ultra exposed in that position. I mean, like ultra exposed as it is, but they're gonna have a single AMX 1390 go out there to do the defensive scout, I guess you could say. Obelisk hits a rock as he gets into the hill, and now he's safe on the low ground, if you will. All right, so Charlotte Tiger, for the most part, is on the northwest end of the map.
Oh, the Persian go to the south? You know, do you see that? The Persian go to the south right now.
What is his thought process there?
It's quite weird because of the base is on the north. Because of, if you use your slowest tank go to the south, that means it's really hard to cover the whole north capture circle right now. It's quite weird.
Okay.
Oh, they found the obelisk. They found the obelisk. But no one hit him.
I mean, like,
hit.
Well, I mean, like, that was a hit there, but he's
check. Yeah, he's check shot. And without track.
I'm trying to look at his HP right now. He's at full HP. It just looked a little bit deceiving with his health bar, if you will. But the capture has been initiated now by Charlotte Tiger, and Front Mission is way, way, way far from home, and
Yeah.
they're just going to go through and rush their enemy team's spawn for the time being. There are 3 tanks there, but I feel like with the M41 Bulldog spearheading the charge, I don't know if that's a wise decision or not coming
Yeah,
from.
but I think the M41 is
Mission.
gonna trying to kill the enemy's M41.
All right, I mean,
Yeah.
that from a logical perspective, that makes sense.
Oh, keep missing.
Well,
They got a really nice chance to kill him, but almost miss every shot.
a little bit unfortunate, but
Mm-hmm.
again, I mean, you play off of your opponent's mistakes. You abuse those mistakes as best as you can. That's the, how do I say this? This is the tell of any esports title, and it's being ultra dictated in this game.
Yep, and I think the formation have to push on the west part, go to here as soon as possible, or the
They're
Japanese
doing
team gonna win this one.
Right, but I mean, like, at the pace that the capture is taking place right now, it's only 1 tank in the circle, so of course Front Mission knows that this is a trap. So they're going to try and approach this as carefully as possible,
Yeah,
although it
trying
may
to
be
kill
too
the
late.
M41 first.
They get him. 15 seconds remaining on the capture. There was a shot that got the reset. Is that the Pershing that made it?
Yeah, possible.
Indeed, full-blown reset right now. So the plan has been botched by Charlotte Tiger, and they are 1 tank down. 374 HP remaining on Pauly. 214 now as he is plummeting.
Oh,
For dear
formation
life.
got really nice position.
Yeah, at least on Blood Plus in this particular circumstance.
Yeah.
But he's backing off. He's backing off. He's trying to return fire as best he can. He's hitting plateau, which is not pretty good. But he's driving straight to Tommy.
But formation is heavy tank, not heavy tank. The mid tank do not reach the middle area. That's it.
Oh no, it's a 2 for 2 right now. That
Yeah.
not able to stay on top of things. Front Mission kind of
The
falling
Persian
back
have
here a
to
little
kill
bit.
the ice first. Okay, he
They
did that.
did it. They
Wow,
did
it's
it.
so close right now.
Akiyov is very, very
Wow.
exposed. One more shot and he
Yeah,
is
one
out
shot,
of that
he
game.
gonna die
So too
there.
is Ty Killer. So too is Ty Killer.
Oh,
but
he missed
Akiyov
it. He missed it.
the shot.
Wow.
There we go. Akiyov now out of the game, and we have a 4v3, including the very little firepower or the very little life that we have to offer from Ty Killer.
Oh, it's check shot.
Plateau
But
struggling
no
to get
one trying
away.
to kill him. Whoa!
Not quite working out.
He missed
And
it.
of course, Ty Killer
He
is
missed it
knocked
again.
out. Happy B
Wow.
misses 2 shots in a row.
Yeah.
Hiwami now surrounded by 2 hungry sets of teeth, moreover sandwiched, and
Yeah, and
he's
he's
on the reload.
reloading.
oh boy.
Oh my god. And
Alright. Oh,
up to
nice
416
shot.
is
Dealing 400
4
damage.
Yep, it's 4 hit point.
All right, so it's Lobos Tommy versus the rest of Front Mission. What on earth did Charlotte Tiger do wrong this game, Edison?
First they split to 2 parts, and I don't know why the I3 stand there. They know your enemy on the south side. That means it's really easy to snipe in here. Let me just draw it here. This side on the south is so dangerous, and they know. Okay, we got a lot of formation on the hill.
Right,
But
that's,
I3 still,
yeah, that's where the Pershing was earlier. Help me, please. Going to try and make that last shot count.
Wow.
Just as he turns the corner. In fact, it's going to be Ripper that gets the kill.
Yeah, I think the formation doing really nice on reaction this time, because actually they do not emphasize on too many strategy. They got a lot of light tank. They got use the 2 mid tank on the defense. So that's why I think it's quite weird. But finally they show up. We cannot play they cannot play a fast deploy defense strategy like when they know okay you got someone on the south, so they cannot shift to south and kill you someone alone there first.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decision that makes sense. The Pershing there got the reset. That was, as you said, the sniping position on that part of steps was taken advantage of. It was abused against Charlotte Tiger quite effectively.
Yeah. The first one, they killed the Bulldog alone, right? And they killed the I3 there. Because I3 got a really bad sight. Only 350 meters, so when he was sniping by Persian, he don't know where it's a Persian. So he got 2 side shot and all take a health hit point. After they rush in, when the formation know, okay, you're gonna capture, and I rush the west part, right? So they send someone to block your reset, but they still leave someone on the east side. They do not move together. If they move together, I think that's better, but they didn't. So after Persian rushing, everyone rushing because they got more hit point. They got 1 more tank. Finally, the result is still close.
I mean, like that. Like you said, it was really close, and I feel like with a game as close as this goes, I think game number 4 could actually go to Charlotte Tiger, but we're going to have to find out after a 90-second commercial break, guys. Don't go away.
Okay.
And we're back. Okay, so, wow. It takes a long time for these guys to get their tank selected, but
That's the final one on this map.
it looks like we got FM front mission is changing things up just a little bit. They got 2 T-29s this time around.
And the T-69 a Persian, so they choose 2 heavy tank, 2 mid tank with 2 light tank, 3 light tank, I guess. So
I swear they're trolling us right now. They just took out their T-29s.
T-29.
Yeah, they just had two T-29s, and
But,
now
maybe they reload some the HP. Oh no.
maybe no. Did they change it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because last game they had 2 M41 Bulldogs, but of course, is there any change coming from Charlotte Tiger this time around? Did they have those 2 RU-251s last game?
Yep.
Okay.
I
IS-3
think
as
Charlotte
well.
Tiger is the same. Yep.
For the most part.
Yeah, identical, I think.
All right. Now, what I love about the AMX-50 is that it can actually penetrate an IS-3. It's just a shame that we've only seen one today. Like, even with only that second-tier turret that it has, the second one that you can buy, not the stock turret,
Yep.
the one with 240, and 320 damage, like, that thing can actually do damage to a turret on an IS-3, and it's quite satisfying whenever you get that whenever you hear your crew saying, penetration, or,
Yeah, and you got auto loader, quite
Right.
happy about that.
Absolutely. All right, so as you can see, the tank loadout is as follows. An IS-3 coming from Charlotte Tiger yet again, 2 AMX-1390s, 2 RU-251s, 2 M41 Bulldogs, and it's going to be 2 T-29s, 3 AMX-1390s, and T-69 and a Pershing coming out from front mission.
Okay, I found that the formation have new commander. So I'm not sure who is the new commander, but formation right now, I feel they are getting better compared to it's a Hyundai handled this team before. Compared to Hyundai, I think this new commander is better.
All right. Well, the question remains, this game around, will we see Charlotte Tiger pull out the win? Are we going to see a 1-1, a 2-2, a 3-3, a 4-4, and then finally a tiebreaker or not? I mean, we've seen Charlotte Tiger win 1 game on defense, then they lost 1 game on defense. Could they win 1 game on offense and then after losing a game on offense is the real question.
Yep. But okay.
There's the rush.
They rush in. So as I have to say, the formation, the Reaper have to run as soon as possible.
Right,
And
he's
plus,
ultra exposed there.
Everyone have to run as soon as possible, or they're gonna die there and they're gonna lose.
They're on the retreat right now. Blood Plus, what is he piloting right now? Is that the
Yeah, but it's
T-29?
still there.
Is that the T-29?
No, it's a M13.
It's got a big turret for an AMX-13, but okay. Looked a little bit confusing.
He's still there. He not die.
Right, he's running. Paulie's chasing him down. And, I mean, Blood Plus, he had no intentions of returning fire whatsoever. I mean, it's a good thing he was already pre-turned to run away.
But problem is, you know, their teammate already found the Short Tiger rushing, but that's really wonder why is he still there. You know, the reaction of the, who is that? Let me check it. Black Class, I think. You know, the reaction of him is quite slow. So yeah,
no one's perfect.
I think his teammate is yelling, you know, and everyone is leaving, and he's still there.
Yeah, I mean, Offspin is here as well. I believe he's in a T29 there. I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
Offspin is a T29.
Definitely wise choice. Anything that hits the turret is likely to bounce off of it.
Yeah, and he using the 90mm gun.
All right, so decent return fire potential on that as well.
Yeah, but the Persian, you know, go to the middle, it's suicide. You know, every time people use a sniper on the source.
Here we go. I mean, that Pershing's ready to go. He's turning to their side right now, and he's turning around completely at this moment. Who on earth is that Pershing, Edison? Do we know?
Who on earth?
I mean, what's the player name? I'm trying to figure it out at this particular moment. Is it, help me please? Tie Killer?
Yeah. It's
1440 HP. Is that how much a...
Tie Killer, I think.
Yeah, okay, so that explains it. He took a couple of shots. He's like, okay, I got to back off. And, I mean, this is where Charlotte Tiger sets up the counter
they're going to kill Tie Killer first.
There we go.
They rush out.
They want that T29 Tiger skin out of the game ASAP.
Yeah, but, you know, the formation sniper are ready right now, so can they doing really nice exchange here.
Looks like they're doing it. That was a nice bait. It might not have been the best choice to go for that T29. That's 2 tanks.
Oh, don't do that. You know, the M13 run and shoot, I really had that because, you know, it got really low rate to hit, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we can see 2 misses in a row, but at the same time, I mean, it looks like it's panning out for Front Mission in the end. They're at 5 tanks right now with Charlotte Tiger at only 4. They're up 1 on their opponents. And they're on defense.
Right.
So for the time being, it's working.
But, you know, they can do that better because of, you know, they shouldn't run into that, you know. You can see the Short Tiger are rushing in because of M13 is under reloaded right now.
I mean, at the same time, there, Lobos Tommy, I mean, when he dived in, he basically sealed his fight. But Reno there is on fire.
He's on fire.
He's on fire. Not in the good figurative way either. Calliope is going to turn and return fire. Does get a penetrating hit there. Calliope now running into it. Blood Plus sealing out the shot that saves Calliope, but Plateau coming in for the vengeance for his teammate Pauly, and Plateau are now going to double team Happy B.
Yeah, that's the T69, you know, it's really
it's 3v3. It's 3v3. Blood Plus looks like he's on the reload here. He's running for the hills. Oh man,
my God.
This is not too good.
Whoa!
Oh, but he gets saved by, at least he gets saved by one of his teammates. Pauly there is going to continue unloading fire, but he's on the reload now too.
Yeah, they shoot. You know, this tank should kill the Hiwami first, not run and shoot. How many shots he missed? You can see.
Blood Plus looks like he's going to get knocked out. Hiwami is actually getting intercepted. Very good job. Missing the ram there just a little bit narrowly as Pauly. If his ammo rack has been hit, he's on an 80-second reload, but I can't tell. Yeah. He's turning around to shoot. It's such a long reload time in the AMX 1390, and if you hit nothing but air, you are going to be punished very severely for it. So, solid play from Front Mission. They're up 3 points right now to, you know, last season's third prize winners. The guys who won a trip to Korea. The guys who got to play in front of a live audience of 500 people at the OGN studio. And then the next day, a movie theater, I think it was. Well, I mean, I know we had a movie theater gathering.
We don't know this season where it's going to be the season final.
Not yet. I mean, so it'd be nice to know.
Yeah, it should be nice on the United States, right?
Nice on the United States. What do you mean? Oh,
yeah. You can go back to your hometown.
Sure, why not? They can fly us all out there. Okay, yeah, I'd love the opportunity to get in a plane and go somewhere. It would be absolutely amazing. But map number 2 is going to be Prokhorovka. I mean, it's a little bit torture, a little bit lazy-eyed to see the same maps over and over again. But we're going to go to a short commercial break, and then after that, we'll be back with game number 1 on map number 2, Prokhorovka. Don't go away. All right, guys, we are back now, and is it Charlotte Tiger that's going to be on offense here? Or no, they'd have to be on defense for this to be perfectly balanced, I imagine. They would have to be, I imagine.
They're on defense.
All right. I mean, like, we can, I guess you'd say, try and justify it. I mean, they're on defense, right? All right, that sounds like, I guess you'd say perfectly justifiable, because, I mean, if you've got a team that's going to play 4 defense rounds in a row, then you're talking about someone who's got, you know, the defender's advantage. We've seen some pretty silly, pretty cheesy meta strategies, if you will. Excuse me, back in Season 2. You know, I think it was 1 KV5 and 4 IS3s camping at the south end of mines, for example.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah. But they are killed by M13. Finally,
Right.
everyone, you know, because of the gun, they cannot rest their gun.
Right. The the turret depression. That's like the most abusive strategy we've ever seen in the Wargaming League, and it's like, okay, we can't look that high, we can't shoot this guy, it's not fair, that kind of thing. So I mean, what else can you do about it? But you know, it's just one of those things where you simply lose by default. But this is going to be map number 1 on Porcorocco. And here we are with the tank loadout. It's going to be 3 RU-251s and an AMX-1390 for Charlotte Tiger, 2 T-32s, and a 5916 for them, the Chinese 5916. 3 AMX-1390s, a T-29, 40 N41 Bulldog, and 2 Pershings coming from front mission. So, what's the specialty of the Pershing again, Edison? Can you tell us? It's not an auto loader, is it?
No, it's not auto loader, but you know, it's somewhat like the T-32, but got, you know, a thinner armor and with higher speed, but you know, the gun accuracy and penetration is really nice.
I can see that. I mean, there's only 110 HP difference between what do you call it, the
T-32 and
right
and Pershing.
Exactly. What kind of a cannon does it use? 105 millimeter? That's ultra
90,
accurate.
90. Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, if a T-32 is a 90mm cannon, it still be nice because it's an open wide map. You got a lot of chance to snipe it. The 105 is not accuracy at all.
All right, checking the way things rushed here. It looks like we've got front mission piling up on, I guess you'd say, the center east side of the map, but it looks like with our AMX 1390 is backpedaling. I'm not sure if that's the sniper to get into the hill.
Yeah, because you know, if your enemy got to T-32, maybe they expect someone go here, let's go. So they set up 3 M13 and trying to kill that one, but you know, actually, normally the Japanese team, they don't rush, so you know, maybe they are over expected, but. The Charlotte Tiger doing a really standard sniping strategy. They use a T-32, you know, for block the front side attack, and use the Chinese light tank 5916 to scout the left line in order to prevent any attack from the north side like this.
Oh man, and Ospin takes 3 shots in his M41 Bulldog as he pops over that hill to get some vision.
Yep.
And I'm not quite sure if that was entirely worth it in the end. He's done a 388 HP.
But most shot from the north, the railroad, I think.
All right.
They got a lot of sniper there.
So they've got some perspective of what's just happening here. T29 just going to poke its head over the hill there, and the Pershing, oh my god, the entire team is backing around that hill. I think the AMX 1390s are going to wait for the Pershings to catch up, and then what's going to happen is they're all going to pile in. Is that right?
Yep.
5916 is there for vision, but
Pershing, I don't know why Pershing go to the back, because of, you know, if your frontier have a T29, you have a Pershing. It's really easy to support, to shoot the west part. You know, that's nothing different from here.
All right, so Here they are. They're piling in.
Yeah. And T32 there, T29 there is quite a long.
Right, and the T32s actually at that position, they're ultra exposed. If they get flanked, they are totally. I feel like they're going to get totally banged up and foobarred, if you will. And foobarred, well, that's an acronym for an expletive that means messed up beyond any recognition. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. You know, I think T29 got a really nice chance to shoot a T32, but he don't do that. Maybe they feel too dangerous about it.
There we go. The Pershings are going in.
Yeah, but he cannot spot it.
Exactly.
He can't spot it, and the sniper gonna shoot him, and T32 gonna shoot him.
This plan is kind of backfiring just a little bit on front mission. As we can see,
they
Tycho getting ultra lit, and one more shot will take him out of the game.
Yeah, they shouldn't use the Pershing. They should use the M13. The light tank in Russia is much better. They use the mid tank. The speed is not that fast. So even use the Bulldog, not bad.
I think they were too busy watching. Oh man, 59-16 to 59-16 gets the kill. Good call by Opolis.
Yeah, because they don't know where is the 59-16.
That's the most annoying part about being on this map. But at the same time, I mean, I think they were learning a strategy. They learned from Phoenix's mistakes when Phoenix was playing against Elong there. And Elong was on defense. You remember that?
Yep.
Oh, boy. There we go. Calliope trying to play the picks over the corner there. I feel like it's a big mistake for them not to try and get the flank on the T-32s, even now.
Yeah, they should kill the 59-16 first. They cannot use the mid tank. They have to use the light tank.
Calliope doing good work there, but at the same time, he's taking picks from the 15-16. And now, man, this is not looking good.
And both rush.
It's going to be 3v3 on the 3v4 on the eastern flank right now. Our observer is not catching it at this very moment, but a lot of damage is taking place. The T29 in the center of the map has just been eliminated. Ripper going toe-to-toe with Lobos, Tomi, and Blood Plus is there to his aid, but for how much longer is the real question. We've got Ripper trying to return damage and return fire, doing a good job, but I think he's on the reload now as he turns tail and runs, but his engine has been blown and is now out of the game. It's up to Offspin and Happy D12 to make something happen here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. 59-16 getting ultra zealous here, really wants to get a kill, but
he's bounced.
Happy is not going to let that happen anytime soon. Aiming carefully and getting the kill that takes, or the shot that takes him out of the game. It's now a 2 versus 3. It's going to take, I mean, with the present state of those tanks on front mission, it's going to take a miracle to win this game right now. There's no other way to say it. And I think Charlotte Tiger is just retreating for the hill. They're splitting up. They're trying to get the safest possible method of winning without killing their enemy team. So I feel like to that end, they are achieving this goal.
Yeah, but I just wonder, because the Charlotte Tiger using request in the defense strategy, why not, on the formation team, they can use the Pershing and the T29 on the frontier, and they use the other light tank sniping on the railway, and they use these 3 solid torrent tank to kill the T32 first. On this position, they can take the hit point a little bit step by step in this one, but
Mommy takes that guy out of the game, and it's all up to Offspin now. But 3 seconds on the clock. Well, good luck there. You don't even have enough time to fire shots that are going to take down all 3 tanks, even if they are turret hits, or excuse me, ammo rack hits. So I mean, a little bit unfortunate the way this situation pans out. But I mean, the score is 3-2. The game gets a little bit more exciting. And this is a map that we've seen Charlotte Tiger practicing on vehemently. And there's only one game I can think of they've dropped on this map. Do you know which one that is?
Which one?
Versus Gash Plus. Gash Plus Night Eagles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the final game of the round robin we were doing in season 2.
Yep.
All right.
I don't remember that. Let's say the Gash Plus doing quite good. They win the 2 match on.
Well, I mean, 2 of them were a draw.
Yeah, they got two match quite early, but finally they didn't win the last one.
Yeah. All right. So, as it is right now, the score is 3-2 in favor of our Titans from Thailand. And with that being said, we're going to take things into a 90-second commercial break. And after that. Game number 2 with Charlotte Tiger on defense. Don't go away.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back now with game number 2 on map number 2, and that's going to mean, of course, Charlotte Tiger on defense yet again. They played, I wouldn't say, yeah, they played pretty solidly there in game number 1. They took advantage of the mistakes that we saw coming from Front Mission, and Front Mission just didn't spot that, you know, that tiny 59-16.
Yeah, but you know, on the step, you know, formation didn't making any mistake. Only Charlotte Tiger, like they're making couple mistakes, but on that one, you know, formation. They use the Persian trying to scale the light hand, you know, because of there is push, and Chinese light hand got a really high camera ratio. So if you don't use a high-speed tank to kill him, you know, the Persian cannot reach any area to scale the 59-16, and before that he will die first, you know.
Yeah.
So as a problem for formation, I just wonder why not they use the light tank to snipe in the railway because of.
I'm just curious about the tank loadout here. Is there any change or no? Any change at all? 59-16.
Yep. P69.
Oh wait, so only one team has the 59-16 this time around, and it's not Charlotte Tiger, is it? Oh, both teams do.
Both
okay.
Team. The Charlotte Tiger. Let me check. Charlotte Tiger have the same setup, I think, and formation used two Persian, the same, but they removed the T29 and they used the T69, and remove one M13. That means they cannot use more gun depression on this map. So maybe they cannot go to the phone reach. The middle range, and use their torrent, the gun depression, to kill the two T32 on the first moment.
All right, so I think like if we, I feel like Front Mission, I feel as though when we go to the defensive rounds, they're gonna win this 2 in a row. But at the same time, on the off chance that they should give the entire series or go to a tiebreaker with Charlotte Tiger, I feel like they're probably going to put Prokhorovka on their list of maps to put a ton more training into, like thinking of strategies, constantly trying to be creative, things like that.
Yeah, they're trying to do something different, but you know, I cannot figure out. But probably the Chinese 15-16 gonna go to the riverside and trying to spot someone here, and use sniper to shoot him.
All right, I mean, like, that's something that hasn't quite been seen just yet, but I mean, the 59-16's present position, is that him, Happy B12? It looks like it is.
Yep.
Maybe?
Yep.
Yeah, that is. We're following him right now. And I think he's trying to bait out some shots, but I can't really tell. I mean, if he goes in the river, I feel like...
Yeah, okay, they got it.
Ouch.
Right.
Okay, so they've been spotted.
Yeah, that's a function for the 59-16 right now.
And I mean, shots have connected with Charlotte Tiger, albeit maybe only 1 or 2, but...
And the problem is here, you know, they give up the railway right now. So 59-16 gonna go forward, and they use the 15-meter rule to scout them. And
Indeed.
here's sniper. So if they gonna kill the 59-19, they gonna got enough sniping. And two T-32 here cannot offer too many support because of their enemy, not on the front side.
Right, and that is absolutely sick. Let's bear in mind that many of these tanks should already have 6th sense, so that's why they back down immediately and only one shot connected.
They know, okay, you're enemy on the other side right now. And the T-32, they are afraid to push because of if they hear, and they're gonna be shoot from the side.
All right, so.
But right now, it's quite even. I don't think the position for the formation is good because of he cannot push. They cannot push.
Can they capture those? The real question. I mean, off spin is back there just a little bit.
Even the capture is really, really easy to be reset because of T-32 is still here. Show up torrent, shoot your capture circle is not that hard.
The 59-16 is getting in there right now, and I think he's trying to hide behind a house for some cover.
But if formation everyone stick on the south side, he gonna use the T-69 here and try to snipe in the south side.
All right, there we go. Nice connection there with Hiwami, although I'm not sure if that was a penetrating shot or not.
Oh, he died there. The capture is reset so easy. That's what I say.
Yeah. I can't tell if that was an ammo rack hit or not.
No, it's not an ammo rack, but because of the light tank only have like 600 hit point, and he only got 300, maybe 400 left, but T-32 hit pretty standard damage.
All right, so help me please. Looks like he's about ready to lunge over the side of that railway and unload some firepower on these guys. But at the same time, I mean, the capture can't be initiated right now. Front mission realizes this. Tie Killer diving straight in there, baiting out a lot of shots, and goes down immediately. Lobos Tomi is going down as well. One Blood Plus going to stay alive while simultaneously trying to get Hiwami out of that game. Engine rightfully turned the wrong way. Hiwami falls, and Calliope is now working his way over the hill, but it's not quite working to his advantage. He backs off immediately. Ripper trying to redirect fire. His engine exposed, but is now looking like he's going to redirect fire at Plateau. And this is very, very even thus far. It's 3-4, but Charlotte Tiger is down one tank. Plateau in a lot of trouble. Ripper on the reload. Calliope looks like he's going to try and get Reno there. And he might.
Here, or if he didn't leave, he's going to die there. Or he had to kill the T-32 first, but, he didn't do that.
And Plateau is not in an auto loader to the best of my knowledge, so that means if he can get one nice shot onto Calliope, there it is. He takes him out of the game.
Yeah, that's
Ripper's over the hill now.
Yeah,
that's a big mistake. He's running away.
Here. Why here?
He can probably get both of these tanks with one volley with all 6 of his shots if he can pull his cards right. But he's getting shot at from the rear now. He's going to get Reno. Oh, but he doesn't get Plateau.
Yeah, this time it's not any problem about strategy side. It's only a simple math because of they got a heavy tank. You got to auto loader, but auto loader is not a tank for you guys just stand there and never move it. You have to shoot and leave there because you got lower DPM. If you want to rush out, it's high DPM tank is better. Like the Persian is better than T-69 because of. I know the T-69 you got that 4 shot first, but after that, if you keep standing there, you cannot offer any support fire, and your teammate gonna die really fast.
Well,
yeah, and then they don't have any heavy tank, so they got lower hit point, and they use the 59-16 for capturing and die first. So finally,
I mean, that's how this game works out. We've got 2 more rounds left to play. This time we're going to see Front Mission on defense. They've shown us some pretty, I would say, some solid offensive strategies, just a little bit not quite there, if that makes sense. Just a little teeny bit weaker than Charlotte Tiger on offense. But if they can win the next 2 games in a row, they get 3 points. But if we see Charlotte Tiger win one and then Front Mission win one, we're taking things into a tiebreaker game. So, guys, we're going to find out just how this pans out after a 90-second commercial break.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back now, and we've switched sides. That means we're going to see Front Mission on defense,
Yep.
and Charlotte Tiger on offense. So
I think on the strategy side, formation doing really nice, but this map is not that easy.
I mean, I just want to say, like right now, seeing the way that Charlotte Tiger has played on Prokhorovka, historically speaking, if you will, there's very few maps that they dropped, and I mean the ones that they dropped. Well, one of them was, I think, Dumb Luck with Gash Plus and Night Eagles. We're both gonna just agree on that one, right? I mean, Gash Plus, they went to Silver Series. I'm not gonna bash them, but I mean, like, it's just the way that happened.
Yeah, I'm thinking about some strategy too in the Charlotte Tiger on the defense side. No, I mean when they are on the defense side. I have to say, formation use the Chinese 5916 is quite good to scout them. And if they can be spotted, the sniper was spotted, they cannot do the job of sniper.
Right, and let's.
So if if on the middle, you can push back those sniper, they can kill. So therefore, they can kill that two T-32 quite easy. On this map, I think to break through a team like Charlotte Tiger is not that easy. So you got to be really detailed, not that rough.
All right, so we got an IS-3 T-32 from Charlotte Tiger, AMX 1382, 3 RU-25s and 5916, M41 T-29, 3 AMX 1390s, and 2 Pershings coming out from Front Mission on defense. And it looks like we're going to just have Front Mission, or excuse me, Charlotte Tiger go for a straight-up rush to the center of the map. And I want to talk about like just how strong the defense play was there from Charlotte Tiger, and at the same time how strong it was from Front Mission. Front Mission, they were only behind by like 1 tank. I mean, there were 2 tanks.
Wow, it's bounce?
Yeah, there's a bounce. Hey, is that one on Earth? That's one lucky son of a gun M41 Bulldog. Right
yeah, it's quite lucky because M41 almost had me around.
I mean, like, especially given the fact that it was a shot to the rear turret. Typically, I mean, that's usually where you see weaker armor, the rear of just about anything.
Yeah, weak part, it's not from armor. But whatever, the M41 photo is around. Right, whatever so from the side and the rear.
Right, and there's that east-west split that we so typically see these days, and I think it is going to be something to have a reckoning with. So I feel like Charlotte Tiger is going to put something in capture point 1. It's going to be a worm on a hook. And then Front Mission is going to have to bite the fish. Turret armor on the IS-3 is fairly strong, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
All right.
Really nice turret.
And the capture has been initiated, so now this has got Front Mission's entire attention. They're actually going straight up to the south end of the map, and I kind of like this choice.
No, that's right. They got 2 person here, so they can watch the T-32 here. They use a light tank, sniping the T-32. Kill him first, close the middle, reset the capture, but everything have to be fast.
Right, and we can already see that Charlotte Tiger is actually regrouping to accompany that T-32 as it is. And I feel as though we're just gonna have to see how this pans out. We actually have Front Mission regrouping and going straight into the middle west for the rush. You've got the M41 Bulldog going straight in for that reset. He's gonna run straight across Plateau in the process. And did he spot Plateau?
Yeah, he spot, but he didn't do a reset.
And of course, our mod cannot bring up the indicator to show that he actually was spotted, which is that light bulb on right next to each player's name. Shots are being fired right now. The capture's been reset.
Yeah, to live there,
Yeah, no. We just saw off spin taken out of the game. And now we can see the IS-3's role in this game. Do bear in mind, however, that I feel as though we only have to see Charlotte Tiger get a reset once every 140 seconds or once every 99 seconds, but a second tank joins the capture to speed up the process just a little bit faster. This is putting more pressure on Front Mission. Okay, 30 seconds to go. They can't wait for too much longer.
Yeah. That push too slow, I have to say that. Too slow.
Right, and where is Tight Killer right now? T-29, he is in. He uses the repair module and he sights the up behind a rock, but Is that... No, that's not him in the T-29. That's actually a different tank, and that's going to get a successful reset, I imagine. Indeed, not only that, actually blows up the tank accompanying Plateau there
Oh, he
in his IS-3. So many, so many. That's what the T-29 is good for.
Yeah. Do you have that one? Your M6 upgrade to T29?
Not yet. I've been too lazy with the M6 because the engine is too slow on it. I hate it. All right, so...
Play.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, they
Charlotte Tiger's down one tank right now, and there's the rush happening. FM Ripper is gonna try and make this work out as best as he can, but his teammates are getting
the Reno lives there. It's not dry. Why you live?
Right.
Oh.
Lobos is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he cannot live there.
Oh,
Why
man.
you leave your teammate alone?
This is not good. And Ripper rams his own teammate just now. Is he on the reload?
Whatever, because the IS-3 is still on the, trying to catch the T29, but the T29 keep running.
All right, so here we go. I mean, this is still a fightable position for Charlotte Tiger, but the odds are working against them every moment that this game continues.
It's too hard.
Right.
Too hard.
It's 3 versus 5? 1 versus 5 now. And
do you see?
Calliope is about to get sealed out.
T29 kill ISO.
Nice. Tier 7 versus Tier 8. Classic tale of David and Goliath all over again.
Because of T29, the tank with the 90mm gun can got really nice DPM. And IS-3, the most big problem for IS-3 is he got really big gun, but the DPM is really worse. The worst one on the Tier 8, I think.
All right, so checking the amount of damage that we just saw there that was dealt out completely, I mean, it kind of goes without saying. We saw solid defense coming from front mission. Everyone's loaded back into the lobby, so I'm wondering if that means we need to go to a 90-second commercial break or not. But, I mean, again, just stopping to think about what happened in this game, we had 4 tanks remaining at the end of the game. It was kind of a narrow win from front mission.
Yeah, but, I think some problem about Charlotte Tiger. They use the IS-3 to capture. If the team use the 5916 is Tier 6, I think that's fine. Because when you capture, you cannot offer any support fire. 0. You just capture there.
Yeah.
And finally, they use another one. That means, okay, you use a 14 point there. How do the formation do? They use a 1 T29 and kill your 6 point. After that, they kill your 8 point.
Yeah.
They win this one because of you use 2 tank and didn't do anything. Didn't capture, didn't kill 2 T29, and finally you dead there. So that's why the formation can win this one easy, but the Renault still have some problem. I mean the RU251, he shouldn't trace the M13 there. He's on the reload.
I mean, we can see some mistakes. It was all about the rush. The moment when the rush came in from front mission, it was solid coordination all across the board.
Yeah.
But this just in from our production crew. We're going to take things into a 90-second commercial break, and then after that, we will be back with potentially the final game. The question is, are we going to see Charlotte Tiger or Front Mission win it? If Charlotte Tiger wins, we go into a tiebreaker game.
Yep.
All right, guys, so we are back now with what may potentially be the final game of the evening. And this, I mean, I look at what Front Mission has produced thus far, and I think to myself, if they win tonight's game, are they going to be able to take things to the season finals of Season 3 of the WGL?
Yeah, but, you know, the Short Tiger got a really hard time, you know, on these two, on the today's matchup and on the Thursday, I think. On the Horsemen, they almost get into the tiebreaker on this one, you know. They are really hard. Not that hard, but, you know, they are one step to win, you know. It's not that easy. The two teams from the silver, the top tier silver, so you can see that the new rule, the new format about the tournament. Because we got an up or down from silver to gold, so we got really same level player on the same league right now.
Well, I mean, these guys are really showing that they want to be top contenders. I mean, everyone wants to, but I mean, these guys kind of stand out among the new faces that we see in the Gold Series. Offspin already getting a good read into what is coming from the enemy team.
He crashed the house.
Yeah.
He cannot go that way. He's gonna die very
Well,
soon. Very soon.
Yeah, I mean, like, he turned around just as he should have. I think Reno's going to pop over the hill and maybe get a shot on him.
Yeah, but, you know, the Japanese team is so cautious, so they didn't go up and shoot him, you know. If here is a Vietnam team, they were uphill.
Right.
You know?
Front Mission says, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. We're going to play the same strategy that we did there in game number 1 when we were on defense.
But this time, they're going to do something different. They're going to use a T-29 guard the North Star, and they're going to have a spotter close to the capture circle too.
And speaking of capture, it's been initiated.
And this time, you know, I think the Short Tiger doing the same thing. They use the I3 to capture. So I bet the formation they're gonna rush out much faster from the south this time.
And at this moment, everyone say hello to Pig Thief in the chat. But enough about that. We got 40 seconds left on that capture. Front Mission has to stop this.
Yep. And then, you know, you're gonna see the T-29 rush out.
They are hard pressed for time.
Oh, they're doing something different this time. They're gonna kill I3 first.
I like that idea. I mean, it's a it's a damage dealer. And they've got 3 AMX 1390s. The only drawback is what happens if they have to reload.
Yeah, you know.
They won't
do
diving in.
Yeah, you know, the Short Tiger is back. They're gonna rush from the south side.
Yeah.
And so this time
they're way out of position.
Yeah.
They are way out of position. Tie Killer has to make something hit. There you go. The reset has been made.
Yeah.
Plateau is now out of the capture circle, and he's going to be almost immediately focused down, but not before Opolis in that 59-16. And who goes first is the real question.
Oh,
There's
he missed
exchange
it.
of fire. There's an exchange
Oh
of
my
fire.
God! Whoa! Let's bounce.
I know, but is that what we call turret depression abuse at that particular position?
They have to use that.
Oh man, it's just that he can't get the 59-16. There we go. He does. All right,
Okay,
so 4
nice.
minutes remaining on the clock. We could see Front Mission play this out patiently and maybe win this out.
Yeah, and he see it right now. Right now, gonna have a big problem. They're gonna keep sniping you.
There's
Right
help
now.
me, please.
Oh, the I3 is next on the list.
Yeah, there we go. He's already turned the turret.
No, don't against him. Oh, wow. Okay,
He runs
nice.
straight to the path of that turret.
Yeah,
but
that's
2 versus 1, it kind of goes without saying who wins this fight.
Mm-hmm.
But
he died first.
Yeah, not without Tie Killer being dropped first. Happy
No,
H12
not happy
being
at
shot
all.
at now by several different angles.
Yeah.
Can he get the ceiling
Whoa.
shot? He does not. And this, I wouldn't say this is a total throw, but this is kind of a big change in the way of events here in our final game.
Why they use the parachute rush in, you know, they can use the gun depression there. No.
All right.
Well, just hold the ridge and try to snipe in other side, but, you know, they shouldn't use the rush. I mean,
3 minutes.
They use the pressure to here. No, that's fine. But
Yeah.
they don't have to close here. You know, if you stand there, you still can shoot the I3. Why you rush in?
Oh man, 3 minutes remaining on the clock, but we're gonna have a majority of those light tanks charging in on what is left of Front Mission, and that's gonna be a 3v3 in and of itself. And most of those light tanks are fairly high in the way of HP. Ripper's gonna have to be a little bit careful poking over that hill.
Yep.
And Akilov is trying to make his shots count. Offspin's just gonna dive in there with his M41. I think I know what their plan is. They're going to take the long stretch around the western end of the map and get the reset and try to just win it out by staying alive. But even that's, I'd say, a very hopeless situation. But that one AMX 1390 now going to northwest end of the map.
Yeah, Breaker, you mentioned it seemed very important, because I think the formation, they got really nice chance and really easy to reset the capture.
But Ripper's been taken out.
Yeah, they don't have to rush in that early. They can wait maybe 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
And they can reset the capture there. After they kill the Chinese 59, 16, they have a lot of time. They don't have to push forward that fast. So they can just waiting for you come in, and after the 2 minutes, maybe they can rush in. After they fail, they can run away. But on this one, they still have 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and they rush in. I think the Japanese team have plenty of time to deal with you guys.
Well, with Blood Plus there hitting 4, or excuse me, with Blood Plus falling there, and now with the score coming to 4-4, that means we're going to have to take things into a tiebreaker game, which is going to take a little bit of time to calculate the stacked up rush attack time. I believe it's the team that has less time.
Yeah,
they
got more time remaining. They're gonna
first blood time is what you could call it. So the team with less time is the one that decides who's on defense and who's on offense.
Okay.
So we're about to find out who is going to have that privilege. It's going to take us about the better part of 10 minutes to figure that out. But on top of that, the winner of tonight's tiebreaker will get 2 points. The loser will get 1 point. So we're not punishing anyone for losing something that's so close. There's no other way to say it.
Okay.
So, guys, we'll be back in about 10 minutes with our tiebreaker game.